What's up guys, it's Anthony. Today's video, we're going to be chasing down why I'm having death wobble. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. If you are new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. And yeah, so let's look at why I'm getting some death wobble on my 1999 Jeep Cherokee named Rusty. So, dog just coughed, but Jeep has some death wobble with these tires on it when I go left. So we are going to try and fix that. I had tires balanced this morning, still has it. It's a little bit better, but it still has it. I don't have anybody to help shake the wheel for me right now, so I'm just going off of measurements and stuff like that, and we're gonna hope for the best. So the passenger side, I'll flip you guys around. So the passenger side measured from here to this spot on the tire right here, and it's 13¼ inches on this side, and the passenger side doing the same thing, or the driver's side measuring from here to here, it's 13 5/8. So that tells me I need to push the axle that way, ½ inch or ¼ inch to get it to match up. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to kind of double check caster as well, because it almost kind of looks like, let me see, it almost looks like this coil perch is rotated back and that one's kind of straight. So I want to double check alignment of control arms and stuff, which it kind of looks like that bushing is bad. See how far back it's like pulled? Because this other side doesn't look like that. I guess it's kind of pulled back, but nowhere near as far. So maybe this bushing is bad, and that's why I'm getting the death wobble on this side. Which I have these bushings. I'm just too scared to do it. But looks like we might be having to do it. Alright, so I just kept kind of looking over it and got a pry bar out and started prying on some stuff. Pretty sure I found out what's going on, especially why when you go left, it unloads and gets some slop in it. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. Let me go find my tripod and set you up. So you remember how I was saying how that looks really pulled far back, that side really doesn't. If you, it's a good amount of play, especially, let me get to it better. That's a lot of play in there. I don't think that's very good to be able to do that. So I'm guessing we're going to be replacing that. I have these bushings, so, but I'll show you on the other side. There, you guys can see that side now. Going here. Like I can't move this one at all. Like there's a little bit of side to side, but this one on the other side is really bad, and you can almost kind of see in there where the sleeve is like come apart from the rubber. See in there, so I think that's what we're gonna start with. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bolt and stuff undone, get this out of the way, and just look at the bushing and see what to do about that. Might be kind of interesting, but I'm sure we can figure something out. But yeah. Alright. I was hoping to see something a little bit worse. But I mean, it definitely does look like it's a little chewed up right there. It's pretty dry, but it looks like that sleeve's been walking in there. So I think we're gonna go ahead and at least try and do that. See if replacing that helps any and go from there. So let's work on getting this bushing out of here. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass, so we're gonna see how it goes. I think I'm gonna try and heat this up and then kind of crush this end in, and I should be able to pop it out. And then I'll have to go and find the bushings and have to figure out a way to press the bushing in, because I don't have a ball joint press, so we'll figure that out. Alright, so I got the bushing out. It's kind of hard to tell how bad it was just because you have to mangle this thing up so bad to get it out. But I'm hoping that this was the reason for my death wobble that would start when I'd be turning left. So yeah, I don't have a ball joint press, so I don't quite know how to install this with something else, so we're gonna have to figure that out. I think I can use like a C-clamp and like a socket to press on this, press it through to the other side. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to figure it out. Probably can put like a piece of wood on the back side and use a socket and press it forward. So, but I have to go and find the bushings. So, yeah. I'll show you guys the axle side here in just a second though. So, but you can see, got the bushing out. We're gonna clean all that up in there. Probably put some grease or something in there. And then we'll put some on the bushing, slip it in there, and hope for the best. So, yeah, we'll see what I can get figured out. I used like a combination of like a wood chisel that I could find, my Harbor Freight pry bar with a plastic handle, kind of dinged that up a little bit, little carpentry thing, mainly the pickle fork. Pickle fork works pretty good. Raised this side up as high as I could go. I should have taken the jack stand down, or at least taken the tire off and lowered the jack stand to drop this side of the axle down, so that way there's more room in here. But then you just take the pickle fork and hit all the sides around it, and then I was just kind of hitting the back side from behind the axle, hitting it forward. That seemed to be working the best for me. So if you guys are struggling, it's probably a good thing to do. So if you're ever doing this, I suggest getting like a little wire wheel that'll fit in there. Make that surface in there nice and shiny. That way it's as smooth as possible to get in there. And then if you damaged anything on this side, just try and clean it up, make sure it doesn't stop the bushing from coming in to this side. I think that little nick right there should be okay, right there, but we'll see. I got the bushing in the freezer right now, getting this all cleaned up. Gonna figure out a game plan of what I'm going to do to try and install the bushing. I have two bushings. This is what it looks like brand new. And we'll probably put some grease on it right here to help it slide in there. And then we'll go from there. So, yeah. I'll update you guys as we go. So, found this hub socket, which this bushing fits perfectly inside. So, that means I can put it over here and it acts as like the cup to press into. So I can get that mounted up like that. And then I can put this over here And then C-clamp like this, and then spin the C-clamp, and it should press in there just fine, in theory. So that's my game plan. I'm gonna go find some grease to put on the other bushing that's in the freezer, and then I'll probably set you guys up and let you guys watch me struggle with this, or hopefully it just slips in there. We can put it together, go drive it, make sure we're ready to go wheeling on Sunday for Father's Day. So yeah, we'll see what goes on. I'll see you guys in just a second. So we had to change tactic a little bit. You guys see me using some extensions and a big socket, but I got to pound it in to where that little groove is. So I believe that's as far in as they're supposed to go because I can't get it to go anymore. So now Now I think we should be good to go ahead and go back together, fix everything here, and take it for a test drive, see if that helped anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and see you guys in just a minute. Alright, so got the bolt back in. I had to extend this arm. I don't know why. I could not get it to roll nowhere near enough to get in there, so I extended it a little bit. Hopefully they're still somewhat even. I don't know. We might have to have it aligned properly, but we'll see, because it definitely looks like that side has a lot more on it. You can see how much I had to extend it just to be able to get the thing in there. So I don't know. We're gonna throw the wheel on it, clean up, go drive it, see what happens. So we'll keep you updated. Okay, so we got some traffic coming, but so far it seems to be good. We're gonna see, because down there the road kind of twists and there's some lefts there, so we're gonna hit that and see if it's fixed. But so far it feels fantastic. It's still a little squirrely all over the road, just kind of, it's just, I don't know, it's not bad. So once all this traffic goes by, I will cut back to us taking the turns, and hopefully we don't have any death wobble. But so far it's doing great, and it's nice to be sitting here in the AC and relaxing. So looks like we're about ready to be able to go. Alright, so let's go see what this does. That felt like it used to. That also felt good. Let's see. That wasn't too bad. Didn't feel like it wanted to start. It was just kind of bumpy. There's another spot up here I'll film when we go through that. That's where it always does it since I put the bigger tires on. So we'll cut to that point. Alright, so here comes the turn where it usually happens every time. So we'll see how this goes. Little bit of shimmy, but that's what it used to always do. It used to always shimmy, but it's still mostly to the left. I don't quite understand that, but I'm gonna call that good. You know, this is pretty much a toy, and it feels drastically better than it's ever have. So I'm gonna send that. Alright, so we're just over here out in the field trying to get as much flex as possible to see. I'm pretty sure it'll stuff it a little bit further. Looks like we're gonna come in contact there. So, but this is like full of Bondo and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe I'll try and like cut and fold that a little bit. And this, I just want to make kind of smooth so that way it doesn't cut any tires. That's quite a bit of the ways down there. It'll definitely flex a lot more. Stuff I got more to go. because I can stuff the 31 up into this fender. So definitely looks like we might run into a little bit of a problem with the front there and there. So I turn the tire to the driver's side. Looks like we're gonna rub the horn a little bit. So that might be a bit of a problem. It's gonna come up more, so I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. But pretty much this is the biggest thing. I just don't want it to cut the tires. It's like there's this little bit hanging in here, so we might try and cut and fold this little bit that's left. Just kind of probably just cut that out of the way. But I think that we should be alright. I'll probably just cut the front fenders up to this line. So go ahead and go do that, I suppose. But I mean, it looks pretty cool. Alright, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Alright, so like I said, that's pretty much the gist of it. That's what the cut and fold would have looked like, but obviously can't do that. This is just temporary because I'm gonna cut all that out right there. We'll cut all that out right there and we'll just make it work. But that's what we're gonna start with for now, so that way we can go wheeling for Father's Day. And yeah, that's just kind of is what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and knock out the other side and see if I have enough time to do the front today. Alright, so got it good. I got tired of trying to cut through the Bondo because that was very thick and they put a bunch of layers right here. Come to find out, it's been patched all the way up to there, but I just knocked that shit out of there. So it looks like we have a lot more rust repair than I thought. But, you know, she's a beater. So that, not too worried about. Should be able to just kind of cut straight across, patch it in, make it look how I want. The top's going to be a little bit harder, but should have plenty of room now that we won't rub or anything like that. So hopefully that's the case. Gonna clean up my mess. And yeah, so this side, kind of the same thing. I don't know how far up they patched. So it's gonna be fun to find out. But at least we got some clearance. It'll be good enough to go wheeling. Be good enough for a little bit. And then we'll start cutting it up and patching it. So, alright, should have plenty of room, at least for now, until we start getting some more done. But right back to the same spot, looking pretty good. Now we just got to worry about the front bumper when it hits, and then we've got to trim the front fenders, but I don't know that we'll do that before we go wheeling on Sunday. So I got a pretty full week coming the rest of the week. Today is Tuesday, going Sunday, so hopefully the next video you guys see will be wheeling. So let me know if you guys like this kind of content where I'm just kind of knocking out some projects, or if you like where it's more of like a single video for like dedicated things. But yeah, let me know what you guys do think. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. It'll either be more prep work, like cutting the front fenders or doing something else. But yeah, I think she's ready to go. We're gonna go and do Middle St. Vrain, or MSV if you're from the northern Colorado area. That's where we're going. They open the gates on Saturday, but we got an appointment on Saturday, and so we're gonna go on Sunday for Father's Day. It's probably gonna be pretty busy. Haven't ever done that trail with this Jeep because it's never been big enough. So yeah, we'll see how my wife and my daughter think about it. And I'm really excited for it. It's been almost 10 years since I've been on that trail, so excited for that. But if you guys did like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be greatly appreciated, and I'll talk to you guys later.